There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Grabby here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm going to go over Cassandra Cain. Now, Cassandra Cain is one of my favorite toons in the game. I'll be completely honest. I do not really know her history that well in the DC universe. And I have a stack of comics in my bedroom right now that I actually have to read. If it weren't bad content, then I would pull them out. In fact, give me a second. Like, aside from the comics that I have on my tablet that's sitting over there, I have all these because I live in Switzerland, so it's hard to get comics in English here, and not hard. That's not fair. That's not fair to Switzerland, but you're gonna get them in German most of the time. And so, like, for example, like I have all these comics sitting here that I need, showing you Doom Eternal, shows how old these are. I have all these comics sitting here that I need to read, and because of the way I grew up as a young man in Auburn, Alabama, like comic books, just the smell, being in the room. It's the same thing like with me in libraries. I love libraries. Even if I don't read anything in there, the smell is comforting. But like I found a comic book store that I love in the city. It's awesome. But here's the issue. And so this is one thing that you'll have, and I don't even know why I'm going into this right now. I apologize 100%. This channel is usually not about this if this is your first time viewing it, so I apologize. This is one of the issues that you'll run into in Switzerland. I'm not the kind of guy who has a subscription and goes and buys comics every month. I tried that like several times in college, and I would just never go get the damn comic. So I would just end up like waiting. And what I typically do is just like wait, and then when there's something like this, the big volumes, I just buy the big volumes and read them, because there's a few comics I collect, but no, I just rather read the stories and have the comic, and then I can just give it to my son or something. But here's the issue you run into in Switzerland, right? So my comic book store that I have, I absolutely love it. The people there are nice. They have a whole like ground floor full of comics in English. Problem is I wanted to get City of Bane, which I still have not read yet, right? There's a whole bunch I have not read. They still have not come out with a volume for this yet, right? So I'm trying to collect each issue individually. That's how bad I want to read the series. And as I'm going through, I can find it. I found it all in the box. I found it all in the box except for one issue. Because when it was released in Switzerland, they had the audacity to combine two of the issues. And so like here's issue 82 and here is issue 84. They did not, there's issue 84. That store did not have issue 83. What had happened was, in Switzerland, they combined two of the comics and made them into issue 37. So because I could not find the comic, now I had to buy it in German, but it's different because it has two issues in there. And so I'm gonna have to read this issue, technically issue 83 in German, which is not a problem. I mean, it's fine. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so that is my first world problem, like the nth degree. But yeah, so as far as all the comic books that I need to catch up on, as you listen to how heavy this stack is, not counting again the ones that are in my tablet, it's amazing I have children with all these comic books sitting inside, right? In any case, no, so there's so much in the comic book world that I need to catch up on. So many characters I need to catch up on. And then though I'm aware of Cassandra Cain, I don't know Cassandra Cain. So this is my first question to you guys on this video. Give me the issues / volume / writers that I need to read for Cassandra Cain. How about that? Let me know which ones I need to pick up and add to this stack of books or the files that are in my tablet. Let me know. In any case, I do love her in DC Legends. And we're going to go over her kit and then take her into PvP. Unfortunately, I can't do a 60-10 video on Cassandra Cain because I've had her 70-11 forever now. So, before we get into all that, I drop DC Legends videos every Monday, Tuesday. Ooh, wow. Monday, I'm already like, my head is so into the comic books, and now I'm kind of like, well, if I do the video now and finish it, I can read like a couple of them. Oh, I just realized I got another one in German too. Anyway, all right, so I drop DC Legends videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Raid Shadow Legends videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I don't know, maybe I'll start dropping like comic book videos on Sundays. Who knows? Like maybe that'll get me to actually get through these things. But please like, please subscribe, and if you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm all right with that as well. So let's actually get into the video as we're like sitting here 5 minutes into it and I haven't really even I've talked about comic books. I'm sure that's where you came here, right? All right, so in any case, Cassandra Cain is absolutely incredible. However, I just thought of it like before I started this video. I think there is a slight miss on some of her potential. In any case, on her A1, Death Wish, damage to an enemy. Apply 50% additional damage if Cassandra Cain is invisible. Apply buff immunity on target. This is so important in her kit, and it's one of the things that will absolutely infuriate you about her when you face her. If you haven't, which I don't see why you wouldn't have by now, and honestly, I don't use her as much as I should, but if you haven't, like, put it this way, if you're watching this video and you've played this game for longer than 2 weeks, you've run into her and you understand how infuriating she can be. And that A1 goes a long way to why she's so infuriating. So on the A2, the Flying Leaf Technique. Light damage to an enemy and apply heal immunity on target, which is awesome. Gain 5 invasion ups and invisibility every time she uses it. Purges 3 buffs on the target, which is infuriating because one of the things you can try to do is like lay doom on her. And if you're not getting past her evasion ups, you would hope that the turns that she's taking, doom would eventually go off. But no, because she's going to hit her A2, purge the doom. So next, her A3. Did I already go over? Yeah. So next to A3, damage to all enemies. Apply 5 bleeds on target if Cassandra Cain is invisible, which she is always invisible. Apply 20% turn meter down on 2 random targets. Now, she is basically always invisible. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll save her A2 until like I have like her invisibility drop off. Then I'll hit them with the A2, so that way I get the evasion ups and the invisibility again and try to prevent that gap that they inevitably have in her kit so that she just doesn't go on forever and never dies, like Dove. So, on her P1 A4, passive ability. If Cassandra Cain is invisible at the start of every turn, gain 25% heal. That is stupid. 25% heal and 5 evasions up. Also stupid. Purge 3 debuffs from Cassandra. I'm sorry, I forgot that was even in there. I forgot that she even had that. She is so dumb. She purges 3 buffs from the target, for her A2, and purges 3 debuffs from herself on her P1. My apologies for misreading that, but it's absolutely infuriating. And I have used her plenty of times, and then I guess once you've used the character so often, a lot of times you just kind of forget what they have. You just know that they're good at a couple of things and you toss them in. And with her, that is basically what I was doing. But and then I thought about it before I started recording this. And now the more I read her kit, she is so, why am I not using her more? In any case, all right, so now next, body reading ability. Passive ability. If Cassandra Cain evades an attack, use Death Wish on the enemy attacker, which is what puts that buff immunity up, which I thought wasn't a big deal when I first got her, but ends up being so remarkably infuriating. So infuriating. And then start the battle with invisibility, which is key to her and her kit. I would say take her P2 first. Then I would say take her A1. Then take the... flip a coin. Take the 8, take the P1 next, and then I would say take the A2 and then the A3 last. That would be my guess, but you can take it in any order. She's good. Level her up as much as possible. She does have an event coming up, and I can't even do the other skin, right? I don't even remember what the other skin was. She does have an event coming up. As per this recording in 3 days. So go for this event. Get as far as you possibly can. Do whatever you have to complete that event. If you haven't already. So, and there's a message right there. Guys, I'm gonna reply to all of your comments and stuff today. It's been so hectic. All right, so in any case, I'm gonna take her into PvP. Now, one of the things that I was thinking that she was being missed out on, and it's going to be hard to do nowadays with Terra running around. And this team, I'm going to have to just dispatch in the old school way. However, Cassandra Cain could be useful in this as well. Now, why would I say that she could be useful here? Well, not because of Azrael. We're going to take out these two. It's going to be because of Barda. Barda always, procs her taunt, procs her stamina ups, and which makes her very hard to deal with, her mins especially. So, if you use Cassandra Cain to put that buff immunity on her from the A1, which she gets missed all the freaking time, then you make sure that Barda can't put the taunt on herself, she can't put the mins on herself, she can't put the stamina ups on herself. Same thing with Azrael, actually. If you can get Cassandra Cain to Azrael when he tries to buff as you attack the rest of the team, then in fact, should I just try that? I mean, there's nothing wrong with me trying it. It may not work, but I'm pretty sure it will. Let's see what happens. Maybe I'll just be completely wrong and make a fool of myself. Won't be the first time I've done that on this channel. So why not? I mean, make a fool of myself. I'm literally wearing a Bugs Bunny t-shirt. So let's put Cassandra Cain in there. We have to have Red Robin in because we need him to give the true sight and the turn meter up. And should I have a backup in there just in case? Nope, because I have a whole lot of... So let's put Darkseid in. Darkseid I'm putting in because he has the stun. The stun I'm going to use in case I get a angry Azrael. And then, or even an angry Arcus. Then he'll be able to stun them. So I've literally never tried this before. Let's see if it works. In fact, well, no, I do still need Red Robin for the true side. I was going to say I may not need Red Robin for the turn meter because I have Martian Manhunter, so we're going to go first. But Robin's entire role in this is just for the true sight so that we can stick it to Azrael. All right, so let's go ahead and give her the true sight and then give him the buff immunity. And so if he tries to buff and ramp up, no sir. Now next, I guess I'll do this. Risk Arcus going off, but we do have one awareness. Azrael can't do anything right now, but this is going to become an issue pretty soon. He missed. She didn't retaliate, of course, because it's me. It's not on defense. Oh, we also have Lex to contend with too. Ooh. So let's go here. Let's give... Oh, no, I think he'll be able to... Wow, still got him. Still got him. Oh, now she wants to attack. Now the Darkseid's gone. Now she wants to do something about it. Let's go and put this on auto and just see what happens. But, and I'm not going to do it in this video, but I feel like if I kept trying or if I kept doing something like to work around it, that I would figure out a way for Cassandra Cain to just basically neutralize Azrael. Like what he's doing now, what everyone's doing. This battle is lost, so just straight up, just being real, we're not going to win this. However, she's holding her own against all of them. The reason why this whole team hasn't been demolished yet is simply because of her and her buff immunity that she's been giving out as she's being missed. If her A2 goes off here, which Lex takes her out before she can, like, oh, because everybody else is invisible. If her A2 went off there, then she had a decent chance of keeping up with everybody else. So we're going to go ahead and retreat out of this battle. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to just quick dispatch of them real quick. So, I mean, it's Azrael. If I don't take care of him now, then we're going to be here for the next 45 minutes. But I will try to experiment with the way to get around that. And maybe I'll make a DC Legends highlight, which I haven't released one of those in a while. So maybe I'll do a DC Legends highlight about how I got past Azrael using Cassandra Cain for you guys who will have Cassandra Cain. But for right now, I'm going to do this very quickly and take them all out. I would cut this, but hopefully I'm looking at the timer. I'm going to see how fast this thing can go. All right, so we have Arcus, get him ramped up. We take you out. Boom. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So funny. After that, everything else is, well, we'll see. Let me not talk too soon. Let me not speak too soon on this entire situation. Because the other thing that I would love to have right now is True Sight on Darkseid. That would make a bit of a difference. So let's go ahead and keep that debuff muted. Or, ooh, you know what I should, oh yes, here we go. So now we've got that stun on Arcus and a buff immunity. Let's see if we hit him one more time. Okay, he falls. So we should be relatively good from this point forward. I can just go ahead and do that. All right. Robin came through there with the buff immunity. Way to go. All right. So as they finish him off, it took us about a minute, as I thought it would. And then we'll go back into Cassandra Cain. Now, one of the things I said earlier was that there's a missed opportunity with Cassandra Cain. And I think that it is, she could work on debuff teams as well. I don't see her on debuff teams. I usually see her on evasion teams or just floating around out there. But she gives bleed, she gives debuff, she gives buff immunity, she gives heal immunity. That makes her great against revivers. It makes her great against like Cersei's and Grundy's, White Lantern Sinestros. Is there a White Lantern Sinestro team floating around out here? No. So like it makes her really good against those. I'm going to put her. I don't know. Let's see. It also, so she also has synergies with, and you've seen me doing in the videos. Batgirl, she's awesome with. Dove, they don't really synergize in terms of bouncing off one another, but having that much evasion can be infuriating for your opponents. So let's see here. You know what, let's just run with it and see what happens. But Batgirl, because she gives the 3 evasion ups at the beginning, and then Dove also, actually, you know what, Dove is better. Not better, but also works because of her A2. She gives 5 evasion ups to everyone on the team, so she can be absolutely incredible. Now, next, what I might try to do is find a team where I could just run her on as a debuff and part of a debuff comp. But other synergies in terms of evasion, hit chance downs, just so that she keeps getting missed. Well, I mean, if you watch any of my videos, I did a video on how to make evasion comp teams. That is where she's going to shine the most. With Batman Beyond, with Impulse, with Eclipso, with Siren. She's going to shine a lot on those teams. In fact, the more I think about it, if I put Siren on the team, Siren gains evasion ups as the bleeds get laid down on the opposing team. So that might actually be a really, really, really good synergy. Because that means she's just going to help. You know what? Don't normally do this, but I'm going to run to Siren very quickly. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to run to Siren very quickly just to read that passive that she has. That has to do with bleeds and apply for 40% chance to use if the target is bleeding. So if the target is bleeding, there's a 40% chance to use the dagger deluge, whatever that is. If the target is bleeding. Okay, got it. That's on that. That applies bleeds as well. This applies bleeds as well. Shifter. Gain evasion up when an enemy takes bleed damage. 25% chance for extra evasion up. Boom, there you go. So she's going to get evasion ups every time somebody suffers bleed damage. Cassandra Cain is laying down, I don't know, 5 bleeds on her AoE. So there you go. That might actually work out really well for them together. Let's see. So let's go try to find another team really, really quickly. Someone else we can go against. There you go. Azrael hiding behind Barda. I mean, what are you going to do? I would be way more infuriated if it weren't for the fact that I do that too. So here we have a team whereby I would love, love, love for them to go first. Because once Black Flash hits us and misses, he attacks and misses, then we get to retaliate. Now, let's build it differently just because you guys know my evasion teams. So let me go ahead and put in Cassandra Cain, and I'll put her in with Siren. So there is that synergy of, let's see, Earthling, females, villains, and mystical, right? Right. All right, so we'll go ahead and put Dove in right there. Where are you, Siren? There you are. Now, that means that he's going to attack first. So we want to have maybe a Grundy as the taunter. And then who do we want for, you know what? Let's go ahead and add Red Hood. I haven't used Red Hood in a minute. Love Red Hood. Red Hood also lays down bleeds, heal immunity, and can steal buffs if there's bleed on the target on his A2. He steals as many buffs as there are bleeds. So, oh, and of course he immediately strips away the taunt. All right, all right, all right. We got Doom, all that goodness. That is all fine to this point. That, not so fine. That one, not so fine at all. All right, so let's just run it on auto anyway. All right, so they're taking bleed damage. We get missed. Oh, Siren falls. Isn't that fantastic? All right, Grundy, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and take out Arcus for us. Yo. Don't worry, Cassandra Cain has Etrigan taken care of. I think. There we go. There we go. There we go. Comeback players. Comeback players. There you go. Down 25 at the beginning of the fourth. They forgot. They forgot. They forgot about that floater in the lane. Sorry, basketball talk. It's playoff season right now. I'm loving it. All right, so. Yeah, I'm a hoop head. Ball is life. Sorry. Let's see. One more, and then we'll call it quits here. See, here's a thing that you don't want to do, or that has kind of happened recently. We have a Starfire. You also have your Terras. Green Lantern Hal Jordan to a lesser degree, just because getting around that invisibility and everything. You have plenty of options that are counters to Cassandra Cain now. So I'm very hesitant in this because I'm going to have to bring somebody with debuff immunity. My first inclination is to bring Terra to deal with Harley Quinn. But in this, you know what? Let me go ahead and build the team. Actually, I'll go ahead and face them and I'll build this team. So, thought process. First thing first, I need something to deal with Harley Quinn's enrage. And the best to do it now is Terra. So we're going to drop Terra in there. Can't believe I just took Cassandra out. All right, so then we'll put Cassandra back in. Come on now. Fingers work. We'll put Cassandra back in. Okay. So now that Cassandra's in, we're going to take care of Harley Quinn. Now we need to worry about Starfire because now Starfire doesn't have True Sight. So that means that Cassandra Cain is going to be okay because she starts battle with invisibility. So I'm not really worried about Starfire's can't miss at this point because there's not going to be any real use to it. While Cassandra Cain is invisible, we just need to take out Star Sapphire before that. So long as Cassandra Cain will be invisible, so we'll be okay. So who are we going to use next? I don't want to use. I'm avoiding Black Flash. Black Flash would be a good choice in this whole thing, but I'm trying to avoid him because I do use him a lot. So I'm trying to change things up a bit. Now, let's see. So we'll go over to energy, clean all. Who do we want in here? Oh yeah, Starfire is the tune of the. Should I put Starfire in and then pick a Mystic lead? And who's going to take out Black Flash? Cassandra Cain can do that. Who's going to take out Red Hood? I want him to die as fast as possible. I don't know that my Starfire in general, yes. I don't know that my Starfire will be able to take him out. And now in order to take out their Starfire, let's go ahead and drop in one of my favorite leads, which will be Darkseid. Darkseid will also be for Cassandra Cain because that means there's a 75% chance of her to have a call assist on herself and attack again with her A1. And that A1 does the buff immunity. So let's see if this works. I don't know. I do not know. In terms of this team synergizing itself, it was more picked out towards what do we need to do in order to take out this team. So now, yep. So Cassandra Cain took care of Black Flash. That works. We still got the turn meter reduction. Or we got hit with turn meter reduction, so we had to wait a little bit longer, but we were able to survive their onslaught. Oh, wow. I underestimated Starfire. Oops, my bad. Let's go ahead and have you take out Red Hood on the A1. Didn't even have to worry about it. That missed, so we will give buff immunity to Starfire, which is awesome because her whole, it attacked twice, sorry. Her whole kit is, not whole kit, but she needs intelligence ups to hit as hard or to hit very, very hard. That buff immunity on her means that if the match had to keep going, that she wouldn't have been able to ramp up any intelligence ups. So that would have made her weaker. So yeah, that's Cassandra Cain. Get her immediately. She's awesome. She's worth the effort. Like, she is a top tier A+, S- tune in my opinion. So, but can't say enough about her. Can't say enough good things about her. And honestly, after reading her kit, I'm gonna have to build some more teams around her because I think she's just incredible. So in any case, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please comment below with anything that you have about Cassandra Cain. Let me know about which comics I need to read about Cassandra Cain. Oh, and also that skin that someone put up on Reddit. Her, I don't want to say it's original skin, but the one where her whole face is covered or whatever. Yeah, please put that skin in the game. Please. All right, in any case, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.